Hold on. We'll test this.
이 여자 좀 봐. 자기가 너무 섹시하다고 생각하는구나. 손가락도 뚱뚱해.
That's such a long sentence.
Can't wait for you to translate it.
Welcome to the Culture Edit. Unique perspectives into the personal and professional lives of individuals at the helm of successful business, athletics, art, and design. Welcome to the Culture Edit, episode 108. We are a day late and $1 short.
What are you, my granddad?
Exactly. Chad has had pneumonia.
Yay.
So
That's why I sound weird.
Yeah, so we didn't record yesterday because he sounded terrible. And he still sounds terrible today, but we're going to record anyways. It's going to be a quick one.
That's the way we do it. Rain or shine.
We're currently trying to, so this is not going to be much of a bike episode, but it's going to be
What are you talking about? We got lots of bike stuff.
everything in the kitchen sink episode. Well, there'll be some bike stuff, but it's not only bike.
We got lots to catch up on.
Exactly.
We talked big about our weekend. We got to give an update on it.
Currently, though, before we jump into the weekend, we are trying to download. So I got the new AirPods that translate as people are talking. But what we didn't realize is that you have to download your own language, obviously, and then you have to download the language of the person you're trying to translate with. So it's not as seamless as just like I'm gonna hop on an elevator and like listen to everyone around me. Unless you can technically download all the languages on your phone, but I think that takes up a lot of space.
You got to know who the audience is when you're walking into the nail salon.
Well,
or if you're in Miami, who's getting on the elevator? So
in
Miami,
it's simple. Spanish
or Russian.
I don't think Russian.
Or Portuguese. Or Portuguese.
Yep.
But walking in the nail salon's a little wider.
When I was a little kid, so like don't come at me, I'm not that illiterate, but when I was like a little child, I struggled with saying Portuguese, and so I would call it pork and cheese. I would say she speaks pork and cheese because there's like so many Brazilians in Orlando, so majority of my classmates, or not majority, but I would say like 1/3 of my classmates spoke pork and cheese.
Well, they eat those pork and cheese balls.
I'm not sure about the pork part, but that has chicken. Yeah, chicken. And chicken.
What are those called again?
Those ones are, I don't know.
You used to make them.
Marcos will know. No, I never. Oh, you're thinking of pau de queijo.
Yeah.
That's like a cheese puff, basically, like bread, cheese bread made out of like tapioca.
Oh, I thought
no,
they
have
meat
these
in that
other
too.
things. Marcos will have to. I can't remember what it is right now, but it's basically like if you're an Italian, like arancini. It's kind of like arancini, but instead it has chicken in the middle, and it's shaped more like a cone kind of shape. It's really good. I don't exactly know all the ingredients, but we had a Portuguese/Brazilian bakery. It was really a Brazilian bakery down the street from where I used to work on International Drive. If any of you are familiar with Orlando, I-Drive is like the tourist area with all the like what is it called, like the discount shops. Anyways, I worked.
The whole city is a tourist area.
Yeah, but there's this one specific drive that's kind of like our Buford Highway, but more tourist focused. So anything like
with the strip malls.
Yeah, I mean, it's called International Drive for a reason. So it's where all the international restaurants, international cafes, and then also a lot of the shopping. So anyways,
The outlets.
The outlets. So I worked at a surf shop in Orlando selling surfboards. One of my many random jobs.
Because there's a lot of surfing going on in Orlando.
But you know what's funny about working at that surf shop? So majority of the people that came into that surf shop were Chinese. And I don't know what the surfing is like in China. Maybe there's good surfing somewhere. But
I've never heard that. But I don't know.
Heard that, but I also haven't
The
visited.
People's Republic could be suppressing that knowledge because they don't want all the surf bros going over there.
Maybe they've got a lot of indoor surfing happening. But anyways,
I bet they do.
The Chinese would come in and they would buy like 6 surfboards, and I was like, first of all, how are they getting all these back to China? I mean, I guess you're putting them under the plane, but anytime
I bet they're using them for decoration.
Oh, that's a good point.
I bet they were going home and they would be like, "Oh, we went to America and like look at this surfboard."
And look at the surfboard.
They put it on the wall.
Well, and it's so funny because we were pretty much like, I mean, we made minimum wage, which I think was like $6 an hour or something, but most of it, but you could make a lot of money off commission because they paid you really good commission. So anytime a Chinese family would walk into the surf shop, we would all fight over who was going to try and sell them the most surfboards because each surfboard was like, $800 or more. And
what about a skateboard?
Yeah, skateboard hoops. That was part of my job. I would grip skateboards. So for those of you that didn't know, I can grip a skateboard as well.
Wow.
Yeah. But they bought more surfboards than skateboards. Anyway, so the point of that whole tangent was that next door there was a Brazilian bakery, and they sold like the most amazing Brazilian baked goods.
Hold on, I got some for you.
Okay.
Maybe not. Never mind.
Olha essa garota. Ela acha que é tão gostosa. Ela tem dedos gordos.
Something about fatties. Is there something about being fat?
But you're doing that without even your headphones on?
Well, because I know what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's what I have for that's my prepared, hoping that this is preparing for you for walking into the nail salon with your translation. I've got a phrase already queued up for you.
Oh, probably talking about my fat feet.
Okay.
Anyways, mine's still downloading, so we're going to have to wait till midway through the podcast. But that's really exciting. And so nail salons, beware. We're coming in hot with our translation headphones.
Well, maybe. I mean, if this is a failure, we need to let people know that.
If this doesn't work, I'm returning these headphones. Because the only reason I got these headphones was to know what they're saying about me in the nail salon.
Yeah.
Which is so petty, but also valid. And I've received,
I mean, it's great content for a podcast.
I've received a lot of validation from women across the internet that they too wish to purchase the AirPods.
A lot of women are counting on this.
They're counting on this. Because think about it. As women growing up, maybe you start going to the nail salon with your mom when you were young, or maybe you start going when you were in college or after college. But the number one thing that we all share in common is that every time you go into a nail salon, it's incredibly annoying that the entire time you feel like they're talking about you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because there's like pointing and laughing and like clear judgment. And it has to be surrounding your toes and your fingers.
It's like when I go into a barbershop.
I think they speak English.
I know, but they're laughing and judging.
Oh.
Because I don't have any hair. It's like a joke.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
Sorry. I'm a little slow on
Fell
the uptake.
flat. So we just had a
big weekend.
Weekend of activities.
Big weekend.
Some had more activities than others.
We were lucky that we had a lot of friends come down from Brevard, from Charlotte, kind of all over the place.
North Carolinians.
From Greenville.
South Carolinians.
So it was a great week. We had 129 and 29, which we had talked about before.
You skipped Rendezvous on Thursday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we had Speed Studio Rendezvous at Pendolino, Chef
Year
Kevin
2.
Maxey, year 2. And I thought it was a huge success. The food was awesome. They, as always, made us feel right at home, feel like family. And feedback was everyone had a great time.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin and team.
I invited a couple runner friends, and that was the first time that runners have been included into the cycling bubble.
Yeah.
And
what did they think about it?
They were like, wait, you all do this like regularly? Like this is a thing?
Yeah.
So it kind of showed me that I think even runners are searching for that.
Was there any commentary on how weird cyclists are? Or
no, not at all.
No, nothing?
No, they walked away wanting to go get bikes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They
that
walked
works.
away being like, we're going to get bikes. We're becoming cyclists.
Okay. Well, we can sell some Bossos and bring them into the Bosso Rider Club.
Exactly. So
yeah.
I thought it was actually great mixing of the minds. I actually think it was kind of better because it gave people more to talk about. That's what I realized when I was watching people the runners and the cyclists converse. It was like a discovery of a new animal.
Well, there's a lot to explain with cycling.
Also like, I mean, it's all kind of a foreign concept. And so it was like two animals that never knew each other existed, and they discovered each other for the first time. And I thought it was great to watch.
What if the two animals are Emmy and Camille?
Oh, well.
Then only one cares.
Yeah. Poor Camille.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
But yeah, I thought it was really fun. We had 2 guests of the pod come down, so Peter Mullins and Dylan Johnson.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you all coming down because we know you have very strict training schedules, so to fit this in was
we all know
a big effort.
For Dylan to leave Brevard is a big deal. It's a really big deal. We got that loud and clear over the weekend. So thanks again, Dylan, for trekking outside of your training bubble.
Yeah. So and we're gonna have to go visit Brevard soon. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was great. And then Friday, we had the most people in the studio that we've had in a long time from like an all day perspective.
Yeah, just kind of working all day.
Yeah, everyone like came here, they're working, getting things done. And I will say, I was so happy that we had people in the studio.
I know you were, yeah.
It was so nice. Like, it was just nice to be able to like talk to people.
Yeah, no, I could tell you're really enjoying it. That's
You're like, I was not.
Well, Fridays when I felt the sickness really starting. I mean, it started on Thursday after the group ride. I came back and I had a little bit of a cough and a little bit of a scratchy throat. I think I told you. I was like, oh, that's weird. And then it was fine. And then Friday afternoon,
Went downhill.
was hit me full for like mild fever kind of situation. I was staying away from everyone. Y'all were having fun, but I was trying to like keep my headphones on, just stay away from everyone because I was extremely concerned.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be valid.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
So then we woke up Saturday morning for 129 on 29.
Yep. And you were a trooper. It's your 50th birthday. Well, yesterday was your 50th birthday. So the whole weekend was based around that. And, even though it was a bummer that you couldn't participate as much as you wanted, you still did 75 miles of the 129 miles. And we had how many people that ended up, it was 30 people that ended up doing 129?
It was over 30.
Maybe 40?
Yeah, probably between 30 and 40 started or participated at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I came here, I woke up, again, feeling very terrible, but it was like, I got to do it. I got to at least start.
Yeah.
And I kind of told everyone at the beginning, I'm like, I feel really, really bad. And I'm actually surprised I got that many miles in because it's like, I just kept like, okay, I just got to stay a little bit longer. It was dark. 10 minutes in, it started raining. So 60 degrees
Which is
and
the
raining.
same as last year. It's so weird.
And it was like rain, like serious rain.
Yeah.
And we were hauling ass. And I just kind of sat 10 feet off the back. And I still got waterboarded for 2 hours in the rain.
Yeah.
Until close to the turnaround, which is where it gets pretty hilly. And I just knew once we did the turnaround, I'd be in trouble. And so right before the turnaround, I kind of faded back and peed them all and was like, you okay, mate? And I was like, nope. I just turned around and went to the store, and that was pretty much the end of the day.
Yeah. Then I came and picked you up.
Yeah. But it got so bad I couldn't even turn the pedals over.
Yeah.
Full.
Well, your body's trying to heal and you're not letting it heal, but I understand because you want to be out there with at the event that we all planned. And
a lot of planning went into the weekend.
A lot
of training.
A lot of training, yeah. But the good thing is you haven't lost a lot of fitness by missing, you still did 75 miles, so it's good.
Yeah, it's just disappointing to like all the early morning wake ups and extra miles and extra laps of Ansley and like all the things I've been doing and it's funny just to get ready for that weekend because it was going to be my 50th birthday weekend. I want to do something big, but you just learn to deal with adversity.
Roll the punches.
Roll with the punches and figure out what the next big goal is. I was so excited to see everyone else having so much fun, especially on 129. Like the smile, grimaces on everyone's faces.
It's one of those things, is what you're saying. Like people love a good challenge. And so if you can get people to the start of a challenge, most of the time people will finish the challenge if they're prepared. I mean, obviously you can't finish something you didn't really prepare for, but it's such a cool thing because I've always done 129 with the group. This year I didn't, obviously, because of Chicago, training for Chicago, and I had definitely had FOMO because I know how that I didn't have FOMO of being on the ride. I had FOMO of that feeling of accomplishment
at the end.
Yeah, that's such a good feeling. And to see everyone back here, even though they looked like zombies, as soon as we got a couple pieces of pizzas and a beer and everyone, it just this light comes back into you. And like I've never watched that because I'm always the person who's like dead and that's happening too. But when you're standing back from it and you're watching everyone kind of come back to life after such a hard effort that people felt, they worked together for, it's such a cool thing to see how connected people become and how happy people are.
And because people were turning themselves inside out.
Yeah.
I mean, you had legitimate professionals on the front trying to break a record, which our goal was sub 5, which was ambitious. I think if it wasn't raining for the first 2 hours, it would have been a lot closer. But the official, from what I could see, I'm taking Brendan Sullivan's.
It was like
5:09. 5:09. He was closest to exactly 129 miles. 5:09, 24.9 miles an hour, so 25 miles an hour.
That's fast.
4,000 feet of climbing.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a lead moto this time, so there's a lot of starting and stopping that you lose that momentum. So I definitely think breaking 5 is possible. And
I think it requires more planning.
More planning, maybe even a few more people. I think it needs to be even a little bit bigger.
But the funniest thing is that like, so Dylan and PETA are obviously extremely strong professional athletes. And we had told them like before, okay, we're going to try and break this 5-hour effort. So in their mind, especially Dylan's mind, because he's definitely a type A, like the way he trains, the way he analyzes things, the way he kind of works towards goals is very type A analytical. So I think he was like, oh, breaking 5.
He's staring at his average.
Like he's staring at his average power to like figure out, okay, well, are we on track?
Yeah.
And so he said he got like, I don't know how far in, but part of the way through, and he's like, I don't think these people are taking this seriously.
They were.
Oh, I was like,
they're just doing everything they could.
It was so funny though. But anyways, yeah, it was a good time. And I enjoyed watching everyone suffer like dogs.
You know, questions about like, why do we do that event? Like, why do we have that? Because it's not, you know, we had a friend from another bike shop come and he was like, God, though, he was like, loved it.
Yeah.
Like afterwards, he's like, that was such an amazing thing. I wish we could do that. But then we're like, well, but you couldn't, because it's hard to it's hard to put something on like that. It's like not quote unquote a race, but it's a really hard event, and have it just be like open, like we tried last year.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be, we're not saying exclusive because that's what people are saying, but what you and I were calling is like, it's aspirational.
Yeah.
It's like an aspirational event. It's like inspirational, but you've got to have everyone that's have the capabilities of doing it and is willing to turn themselves inside out to stay on the grid.
Yeah. And anyway, so this year we wanted to make it as safe as possible. And the only way we can do that is invite people that we know are extremely skilled, have been riding for a long time, and have enough training in their legs to complete something like
Physically
this.
capable and mentally prepared
Exactly.
to suffer.
That being said, we want to encourage people to have this on their calendar as like an A kind of event, because it is so much fun and the group is so positive, and it is a great accomplishment. I thought it was a great weekend, and you know, we had plans of doing 6 gap the next day.
Yep.
Everyone was well, I shouldn't say everyone. Most people were so destroyed they didn't make it 6 gap, but we had.
Well, I wasn't, because everyone was going to kind of do it because I was going to do it because it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And so when that got thrown out, everyone kind of was like, I don't think I really need to do 6 gap, except for Michael Garrison woke up.
Yeah.
Did it.
But we had people do 3 gap too.
Yeah, 3 gap. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's people who did 3 gap, 6 gap, and it was, I think everyone had a great weekend. I mean, except for you, but
Yeah.
you had a good weekend. It could have been a better weekend for you.
Yeah, definitely could have been better.
But last night,
It's definitely the most sick I've been in a long time.
and you said you were like, wow, now I know how you feel every time you get pneumonia.
Yeah, Nikki gets pneumonia all the time, and I don't think I've never gotten pneumonia, and so to cough like you cough and to feel how painful it is, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's most people don't know this, but I had both of my lungs collapsed when I was 16, and I had to have like massive lung surgery because of pneumonia.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is after that. I get pneumonia like every couple years, and it's terrible. It's like a really bad thing. So I feel terrible for you because I know what's happening.
Well, and what sucks about it is you can't sleep.
You can't sleep because you're coughing. Like
You're coughing all night.
You just wake up and it's like this terrible. It's very painful.
Painful, yeah. But I'm on the upswing.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
and
my
just
goal
pray.
is to start.
Everyone pray for me that I don't get sick right before Chicago next
Yeah,
week.
that's been the big concern. So we got 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks of Chicago.
Yeah, weekend after next. Or weekend after this weekend.
Yes, this is Wednesday. So this coming weekend and then the next weekend. Oh, I guess we're leaving.
Well, we leave on Friday.
Friday of next week. How are you feeling?
I feel great.
You got your new Garmin watch.
Yep, I got my new Garmin.
Gave up on the Chinese
I wasn't,
corporation Koros.
No, I liked my Koros. I really didn't give up. I'm actually really annoyed that I had to get a Garmin, or that I shouldn't say a Garmin. I'm annoyed that I had to get a new watch because I was trying to wait till the holiday sales. Mm-hmm. That's what I was waiting for. And so I was trying to drag this poor Koros kind of just like along with me, but I've had it for like, I guess 2.5 years, and it's their like base model. So it's not expensive. I got it because I was like, I don't really know how much this running thing I'm actually going to stick with. And so anyways, I got it like super on sale on Amazon, and it was like $120 watch. So I think it's done its job considering the quality and the price point, because I've put it through I mean,
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of miles. But it's gotten to the point
You got
where
its mileage in.
it's not charging now. It charges up to like 50%. And the problem is 50% will only get me to 2 hours. So even if I get it at its full charge, it's going to die with like an hour and a half of the marathon to go, which would really suck.
I mean, basically, you wouldn't be doing the marathon.
Yeah, so I
get credit for
just bit the bullet, and I was like, I'm gonna get the Garmin. I got the Forerunner 965, which
You got the nice Garmin. You're like looking at all the features, like, oh, it can do so many other things
I know I
than
kind
this
of
base cheap Coros. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it works. You pay for.
you pay
stuff.
for what you get. No, I mean I'm excited. I still haven't. I just started digging into it this morning before my group run because everyone I run with has Garmin. It's cool, and it I feel so stupid saying this because I know most of our listeners have Garmin, so they're like, duh, dodo. But it has like a speaker in it, so it's like 4 miles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't even know I had a speaker in it.
Wow.
So I don't know what else it can do. I got to figure that out still, but it does connect to my Dexcom, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Because I'll be able to set alerts for when my blood sugar drops too low, and that's when I know I'm going to have to eat more.
Yeah, and you said you'll use that probably more on the bike than
Yeah,
on the...
probably more on the bike than running, but that's like my blood sugar drops so fast. It's incredible. And then it just bottoms out, and that's why I realized I struggle a lot with bonking on the bike. So I'm pretty excited about that
because
feature.
you're terrified more on the bike, so you're not thinking about eating.
So I don't really bonk on the road that badly. I wouldn't say I bonk all the time on the road, but definitely on gravel because it's really hard for me to eat on gravel. And so if I don't ride with like a camel pack because I'm not typically doing like 200-mile races.
Or dork.
But I have nutrition in my bottles, but even like when you're on chunky gravel, it's really hard to get your bottle out and drink and get your nutrition. It's hard to get stuff out of your pockets when you're doing gravel. So gravel is kind of where I usually fall apart, and not that the watch will make it easier for me to get stuff out of my pockets, but it'll at least give me a heads up.
Have you ever experienced a bonk before?
Yeah, someone asked me that the other day. I just kind of like laughed.
Okay, so Chicago. So we'll have one more episode before Chicago, and then
Yep.
I guess we'll do a episode after,
Chicago debrief.
right after Chicago.
Yeah, but I feel like I've done everything I can for my training. Everyone keeps asking me what my goal is, and like I'm hesitant to like. I just want to have fun, and like yes, in my mind I have a goal, but I don't like it to become this negative thing where like
if you realize you're not meeting it, then you'll
and then
respect-
it's like I'm not having fun, and like so I've done so much racing in my life. I don't need to create negativity around this as well. And so I'm trying to just go in with like I've literally done as much training as my body can handle.
And you were saying that like it's more of like a grand fondo mentality. Like you want to have fun, do it to the best of your ability, but you're not racing.
Well, I would say that's my mentality. If
Yeah.
you were to talk to other runners, they would be like, no, it's a race.
Yeah.
And, everyone can call it whatever they want. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Like your
Racing.
training group, are they, because you're all going to Chicago, is everyone feeling good, or are they
I think everyone's feeling good.
Yeah.
I would say my group that I train with is like really positive in the way that they look at it. They're not. I don't get the feeling that anyone's like stressed out about it.
do y'all wear like the same stuff, like the same shoes and socks, and
No.
yeah, everyone wears different stuff? Do y'all talk about like that?
I mean, we'll like make recommendations of. It's mostly the guys. Like they talk about like what shorts to wear. That's what I hear them talking about. Just because I think a lot of guys struggle with whether they want to wear like baggy shorts, short shorts, or tights, like half tights.
But not shoes, not socks.
No, they talk about shoes a lot, but shoes is such like a personal thing. I have noticed that I would say majority of the people are wearing Adidas.
Really?
Yeah, what is it, the Adi Zero or something?
The ones with the big stripes
Yeah,
on.
the super shoes.
Yeah.
So to me, I've actually been thinking after the race, I might want to try a pair because everyone loves them. I would say those are popular. Obviously, and then on race day, I've been asking people what they're going to wear. A lot of people are going to wear their Nike Alpha Flies.
Even though they've been training in the Adidas?
Yeah.
Adidas? Mm-hmm. Why?
I don't know. I don't know because I think I'm actually the outlier in my run group. They rotate shoes like crazy. Like they have like Ons, Adidas, Nike, Mizuno, Saucony. Like they literally have like.
Maybe that's the cyclist and you just riding your road bike.
Yeah, I think it's because every runner I know is like has so many shoes and they switch them out, and I literally only wear the one. I mean, I have multiple of the one pair of shoes, but I'm very OCD about. I don't really like trying new things.
Yeah.
But I also don't like trying new things on the bike either.
What about socks? Because I feel like socks makes a pretty big difference in how the shoe fits and feels.
That's one thing about the runners that's confused me is I don't quite understand. I mean, I guess there's some cyclists too. I don't understand the short socks because to me, we know that.
I thought you were going to talk about like thickness of the sock or. But
no.
yeah, okay. Or what brand? But okay, you're just talking about length. Short socks.
Like
you're talking about like ankle socks.
Well, people are wearing like
what is the style?
like no-seam socks, and I'm like, how do you not have blisters just destroying you?
What is the style right now?
It's all over the place.
So it's
I
not
mean,
like in cycling where everyone wears mid calf.
No.
White socks.
Nope. It's you got people.
Have you talked to them about this?
Yeah, because people constantly say like, "Oh, your socks look so pro." Like, "Oh, because I wear my Swiftwick." You know,
shout out to Andy, listener of the pod.
Shout out to Andy. He sent me so many Swiftwick socks, which I will say, because I wouldn't say this if I didn't believe it. I will say Swiftwick, hands down, is my favorite sock.
Yeah.
To run and to ride. But I notice a bigger difference with socks and running than riding. I know aero is more important with socks and riding. I don't think that's just not as comfort is more important for running. I like the amount of compression to cushion that Swiftwick has. But I was also talking to these two girls this morning that were in the run group and hadn't met them before. So they were like, "Oh, your shoes are so white. Your socks are so white. How do you?" And I'm like, "Well, the Swiftwick socks, you're able to bleach
I told this to Andy yesterday.
really easily.
Yeah.
Because most other socks, like the Bandit socks, are terrible. As
soon as they
you wear them once and they're gray.
Wear them once in rain and it's over.
And it's
Game over.
Not even
Swiftwicks
rain. You just sweat in the Bandit socks and they're just like done.
Yeah.
The point is that
Swiftwick socks come white.
So I've been trying to turn people onto Swiftwick more.
We told this to Andy yesterday. We had a call with Swiftwick yesterday, Michael and I, and that was the one thing I wanted to point out to them, which I think is a pretty big selling factor for them.
100%.
Is that if you buy white Swiftwick socks, they're going to stay white.
They're going to stay white.
Yeah.
You got to bleach them, but they're going to stay white.
Yeah.
I've noticed like a bunch of guys wear black socks, like black higher socks, which they're with black shoes. So I get that. Because it does look bad. It does look good, the black socks with the black shoes. I'm not a big black shoe person.
Yeah.
But it looks good with those.
It's a little too Lance Armstrong for me.
And then I also the Swiftwick neon socks. I see a lot of runners wearing those, like neon socks, but I think that's for safety.
Yeah, definitely. Although I would argue that you can see white socks just as good as you can see neon socks.
Yeah, I agree. So it's kind of all over
it's
kind of all over the board with stuff.
But they're not. There's not a universal length.
No,
they're all over the board.
What
about just in running culture? Is there a length that everyone agrees to, and that Atlanta's just different? No?
I don't think so, because when you think of like the Bandit socks, they're really short.
Huh.
And then you think of the Tracksmith socks, they're higher. And then you think of the Swiftwick socks, that you can pick whatever length Swiftwick you want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that there's a standardized sock length in the way that there is in cycling.
Huh. That's really interesting.
Yeah, but there's just more people doing it.
Yeah.
And
the shoes are all different colors too.
So many different colors. But the white socks, white shoes, I mean, that's a relatively, I know we've talked about this in the podcast before. That's a relatively new, within the past 10 years, trend.
In cycling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before that, I'm sure it was all over the board.
Yeah. Well, it was like the same color as your kit.
I saw it. So I'm looking up. So the Boulder Marathon I think it was this past weekend, and that was like, I swear every pro went to it. It was insane. Really? So I'm trying to see what they wore. Oh. So I'm looking up Molly Seidel. I don't know if you remember, she got bronze in the marathon, and she came out of nowhere because she was like a short middle distance runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's wearing, I would call them like, I don't know, what's like a mid crew.
Yeah.
Not short, not high, middle. But then this other professional that she's with, Alexi Pappas, she's wearing what I would wear, but it has like designs all over it. I'm trying to see what people are wearing in the races. Oh, one thing. Okay. Yeah, it's all over the place. Some are high, some are low, some are... people wear compression socks when they run. You don't see that a lot when you... with cycling.
Zero. Unless you're a triathlete But no, you don't. No one
I'm actually
wears.
kind of surprised by this. I would actually say it's more low socks than anything.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm looking at the videos on Instagram for people who are wondering what I'm looking at.
Okay, well that's a lot on
Long
socks.
tangent on socks.
We had other things, but I know we want to keep this short. Do we want to talk about the new dog,
Yes.
the Skipper Key?
Camille.
We've had so many people ask, what kind of dog is this? Because they've seen the pictures now.
Yeah.
It is a Belgian Skipper Key.
Schipperke.
Explain what that is.
They're dogs that were bred to live on barges to chase the rats away. So they're little exterminators.
Yeah. So basically like a shepherd, like they come from shepherd family and they shrunk them down over the years.
Well, like historically, they think they came originally from the Belgian black sheepdog.
Yeah.
And from the Belgian black sheepdog, hundreds of years ago, were bred that dog was bred into different shepherd breeds. Mm-hmm. She's not in the shepherd family.
No, not a
she
shepherd
is a
family.
non-working group dog.
Really?
Yeah, they're not considered from AKC standards. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not competing in the working group.
Yeah.
If you're going to take her to a competition.
Yeah.
But they actually they can do a lot of work. So
Mm-hmm.
they are historically used for exterminating rats and stuff on barges because they're really little and they're very, very, probably the most agile dog I've ever had in my life.
It's for a puppy, for sure.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And then they can also, so they do like barn hunts where they can like hunt through, like that's like a competition. They also can be search and rescue dogs because they can fit into really small places.
Yeah.
So I guess I wouldn't say extremely popular for search and rescue, but it did come up as that's something that you can train your Skipper
It
Key.
makes sense because you could like carry it and then like release it
Exactly.
to go like into little crevices.
And they've got
stuff.
really good sense of smell,
Yeah.
so you can train it, and it's just it can get into places way easier than a big shepherd or a golden retriever or a lab.
And their nickname is the Black Devil,
Little black devil.
which I now understand is quite appropriate.
Yeah.
Of a name.
They are. She is really mischievous.
She has a lot of attitude and a lot of confidence.
So confident. When she sees a giant like garbage truck, she's like bowing up to the giant truck, and I'm like, "Girl, you're 5 pounds."
Yeah, she's very
I've
confident.
never met such a confident dog. Like, and the vet said she's the most symmetrical dog she's ever seen.
Yeah, we
I
weren't
don't know
quite
what
sure
that
what that
means.
meant. The vet also said, "Wow, you had a Malinois, now you have a Skipper Key. You guys really like to do a lot of work."
Yeah.
She said you really like a challenge.
Yeah, you really like a challenge. No, but she's so good. Like she is. I don't know. I don't want some lazy dog that just lays around. I like a good challenge.
Yeah. Can we just go ahead and get out there why we didn't adopt a dog?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think because I wouldn't say I've been asked this a lot, but it's funny. It's in the Atlanta bubble that is a hot topic, and I kind of forget sometimes that when you go outside of Atlanta, people really don't care. And I grew up. I mean, Emmy's a rescue. I grew up. My mom had a dog rescue my whole life. We would have like 10 dogs at a time with all kinds of dogs, rescues, everything. But when we decided to get Camille, a few things. One, we really wanted a dog that we could take everywhere on planes with us because we have an immense amount of guilt leaving Hutch and Emmy. And Emmy's 15 years old now. She's not going to be traveling on planes, and I just feel.
And Emmy is our rescue.
And she, yeah, and I just feel so terrible every time I leave her. I'm like, I don't want to get another dog that I'm gonna have to leave at home because we are just traveling so much more now than we used to. So that was kind of one thing because she'll only get to be 10 pounds and she can fit in a carrier under the seat.
She can go anywhere.
She can go anywhere. She can go to Europe. She can go literally anywhere.
Yep.
2, I want a dog that I knew the history. Like, yeah, I wanted to be able to train a puppy to, travel and sit in my lap and be like more of a companion.
Emotional support dog.
Emotional support dog.
Yep.
And so
so
that
she's
was
there
kinda-
for a very specific purpose, and you can't just walk into a rescue shelter and find that.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at rescues because it's just hard to know how big they're gonna get.
I mean, we thought Emmy was going to be little.
yeah, well, that's what they told me, and then she's 20. I mean, she's 25 pounds, but I thought she was gonna be
She's
more
mid-size.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna
Yeah.
be more like 15 pounds.
Yeah. Well, everyone, I hope you're enjoying the pictures of Camille. We don't actually call her Camille. We just call her Nugs.
Yeah.
Or Nugget.
Nugs. She's so little.
But we got to start calling her by her real name.
Yeah, we got to start. Call me by my name.
Call Me by My Name. Great movie. Anything else? We had a couple other things on our list. Bag Bunny is going to be playing the halftime show.
Yeah, we're trying to go through like
angry about that.
You're angry?
No, there's a lot of anger about it.
I don't like Bad Bunny.
I know you don't like that. Yeah. I like it. I think it's awesome.
I know you love him, but I'm like this man.
There's a lot of people that are angry because he doesn't speak English. It's America's pastime.
Well, I didn't even think about that, but I just don't like his music.
Yeah. But there's how many halftime shows have you like the music, right? So it's like,
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Zach Bryan had the biggest concert in the United States. He can't be canceled. Yeah. So we want to do this.
Yeah, let's test out the translation.
And then let's finish with our events.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Okay. So I need to take these headphones off so I can.
Yep. But you can still talk into the microphone.
Okay. So I'm putting on the new AirPods. Translation. I feel like John Trainer's going to get a kick out of this. All right. Then I hold both sides down to turn on the translation.
이 여자 좀 봐. 자기가 너무 섹시하다고 생각하는구나. 손가락도 뚱뚱해.
Chad put this woman Champa thinks she's so sexy. Her fingers are chubby too.
What?
I think let's do.
Actually, it said, look at this girl. She thinks she's so hot. She has fat fingers.
They've got to work on this.
Okay, so we're not at Star Trek level translation yet. Universal Translator.
Do Spanish.
All right.
Hola, me llamo Nikki. Can't play audio. Check your network connection. Well, this is really frustrating.
Este producto es una basura.
This product is garbage. I already know that.
Oh. Well, doing Spanish, you already know. So.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
All right,
we're scrapping it. I'll keep playing around with the live translation and see if I can get it to work. If anyone out there, John Trainer, knows how to use this.
John Trainer doesn't know how to use an Apple product.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
All right. If anyone else out there knows how to use this, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sending these things back.
Yeah. All right, we got lots of events coming up this Saturday. We have a cold water pre-ride with Michael Garrison, cold water trail with our friends at Lifetime Fitness. They've got some giveaways they're doing, so go onto our Strava if you want to join that. It's going to be 9 a.m. in Anniston at the cold water trail. Actually, I think from the clubhouse in downtown Anniston that we went to. So that's going to be one full lap of the race. So 50K. And then we've got Little Sugar, Big Sugar coming up. You obviously got Chicago we just talked about. And then we've got a big event that we're hosting here at our studio October 21st with our friends from Wahoo. It'll be a Crank It Up event where we will have new kicker pros, 3 new kicker pros here for you to try out and compete against your friends with.
Which is the kicker bike.
Kicker Bike Pro.
Yeah.
And we will have lots of prizes. Winners will get an actual kicker,
yeah,
or a roam or a heart rate chest strap. And then we also are going to be raffling off a new Kicker Bike Pro.
And the way the races work, just so if you want to sign up, there's going to be multiple waves of 3. So you'll have 2 other people that you're racing a segment. It's not a super long segment. I can't remember how far it was, but it's not insanely long. You race, and then the next group races, and the next group races. And then of those different groups, we take the 3 fastest people, and then they race. And then it keeps going from there.
Move up into each wave.
Yeah. So if you're interested, and by the way, everyone will be on flat pedals. So that kind of keeps it. So you don't need to worry about bringing your cycling shoes. You're just going to be using your quads. Just get used to it.
Yeah.
But it could be really fun. You can win prizes, like Chad said, and yeah, we'll let you know how much the raffle tickets are for. I think we're gonna have a in-person ticket and a non-in-person ticket, but we haven't decided on that yet because we want everyone to be here, but we also want to open up the pool to, as you know, all of our friends out there. So
yeah, and that's a $4,000 kicker bike you can win with a raffle.
So look on our Instagram, look at Speed Studio, look at me, Chad, Michael, look at all our Instagrams we'll be announcing the details around that soon.
Yeah, I guess we have to have our sign up We need to put our RSVP thing up.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And then, let us know. We'll have food, drinks, simple stuff, hang out, music. It'll be fun. You'll be cheering for your friends to beat each other. It'll be a good time. And then afterwards, you can go walk down the Beltline and grab dinner.
There you go. So I'll be on a Thursday, the 21st.
Exactly. October 21st. I think that's all we have for today.
That's
There's
it.
a little bit of everything in the kitchen sink, but I kind of like that sometimes. We might be doing a little bit more of this over the next couple weeks because we don't have as many guests lined up because we're out of town so much. But we will hopefully have some good episodes, work focused. I know not everyone cares about that, but I think there's some really interesting just AI stuff going on. And we want to do a full episode just on how AI is impacting recruitment and application processes right now.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
So nicheculture.com, thecultureedit.com, speed-studio.com. Those are all of our website entities. Thanks for joining.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And we'll talk to you next week.